Well, hello there, this is KabulLover. I'm the clan master of the Kabul Killers clan, and today I'm going to be taking you through some of the options that are available in regards to the draws and the bundles and the crates, because obviously that's three ways in which you can purchase interesting skins and characters. And then after I've taken you through that, I'm going to buy something, and then I'm going to show you how it works in Battle Royale, because I think it looks like it's going to be quite a good skin to have. So let's just have a quick look at the first thing I want to show you, which is the draws. So these are obviously quite an attractive thing to participate in, because you can see for what looks like a very low fee of 20 CP, that you can actually win something quite fantastic, which is something like this DRH purebred. But the chances of that happening are actually incredibly small. The chances of you getting that for 20 CP, well, I can actually tell you statistics. If you click more info, it'll bring this up. So the chance of you getting the DRH purebred for 20 CP, so this is on your first try, if you like, is 0.08%. So that means that is 8 people in 10,000. So 8 people out of 10,000 users, statistically speaking, would get the DRH on the first go. And so obviously that means that 9,992 are unhappy, or at least won't get it on the first go. But what is interesting is that the more draws you do, so the more times you pay to have a go at this, you'll see that statistically your chances of winning the main prize go up. And the reason that the chances go up is that there are less things left for you to be able to win. So statistically, of course, your chance of winning must go up. So if we have a look at the Gravewalker draw, you can see here that I've purchased 5 times. I've purchased in the draw 5 times, and you can see that obviously each time I've purchased, the price of entry, or the price to try and win this prize here, the golden gun, has gone up. So now I'm at a level where I'm paying 560 CP, 560 CP per go, and my chance of winning, if I was to push that button, my chance of winning to get that gun would be 0.4%. And basically what that means is that's 4 people in 1,000. So if I do push that button, then 996 people would be unhappy, and 4 people would be happy and get the golden gun, statistically speaking. So you can still see it. Even though I've gone quite a way through the draw, it is still very unlikely that I will win that gun. So really, if you're doing the draws like this, the truth is, if you want to get the golden gun, you have to commit, and you have to think of it more like a bundle where you're buying everything, and you need to know in your mind that the price of that, normally the price to get every single prize in the draw is normally around 75 British pounds or $99 US in CP, obviously. So it normally takes you about that much CP to actually get the golden gun. And obviously you get everything else as well. So you get the character and the emojis and all the other camos and skins and stuff. But yes, if you really want to be assured of getting that golden gun, then you need to spend, as I said, about $99 US or 75 pounds. It kind of works out around about that sort of area normally. Okay, so that may be too expensive for some people, and I think it's probably too expensive for a lot of people, to be fair, because I know that a lot of people like to play the game for free, and that's one of the really wonderful things about COD Mobile, is that the community, in a way, enables people that do pay to buy these extra things to have something that looks good, but at the same time they're subsidising people that wish to play for free, and that's fantastic, because it means the barriers to entry are greatly reduced, and it's a lovely way to be able to make sure that everyone can play this fantastic game. Obviously the other way to do it is from bundles and crates. Now personally, I think that crates are the absolute worst thing. I really do think that crates are the worst thing that you can buy. Because let's have a look at the statistics here. So again, I'm going to push the question mark and it's going to tell me the statistics of this. And you can see, here are the statistics. And if we add up these purple ones, yeah, so these are all the actual, these are the things that you'd be playing for. I mean, you wouldn't really be interested probably in any of these. So you'd probably want the purple ones, wouldn't you, to be honest? And if we add these up, we've got a half, a half, a half, a half, a half, and 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So that means for in 100 people, if 100 people were to buy a crate, then 3 or 4 people would get something purple, would get one of the purple level. Yeah? So, of course, the odds are quite low of you actually getting it. And then if you think about it in terms of, well, perhaps actually the only ones I really want are the muscle car and the snowboard, because that might be something you're more interested in, then that's only 1%. So that means if you were to buy 100 crates, or if 100 people were to buy the crate, then the odds of somebody getting the muscle car or the snowboard is 1. Only one of those 100 people would be sort of lucky enough to get really what they wanted and what they were setting out to get. And of course, the assumption here is that you don't really want any of this other stuff, and this is just here to fill up space. That may not be true. You may be happy whatever you win. That's, you know, a perfectly legitimate way to use this. But I think most people are attracted by the key items, like the muscle car and the snowboard. And the reason this is worse, in my opinion, than the draws, is that once you've won an item, the statistics, if it's a green or a blue item, they aren't removed from the draw. So they still remain there, which means that your chances of statistically getting one of the item that you wanted aren't really increasing by very much, if anything at all, every time you sort of roll the dice. So I personally think the crates are a waste of money. There's no guaranteed outcome. With a draw, you know, if you pay £75, $99, if you're paying in that sort of, if you're prepared to pay that much, you can guarantee you're going to get everything in the draw. You know, the gun, the character, and the emotions. So with this one, you could end up with lots and lots of green stuff you never use, and blue bits you never really want to use, and purple things that you didn't really want anyway, like the helicopter when you want the car, for example, or the sticker when you wanted the snowboard or something. One thing they do though, once you do win a purple, one of the purple prizes, it is removed. So that means that in future, when you do get a purple one, the chance of you getting the purple one you want is increased. But generally speaking, I personally think these don't offer very good value for money, and I wouldn't encourage people to sort of play these unless they really wanted to. Now, I think actually the best value things on the game are the bundles. Now, I think these are the best value. Now, why do I think they're the best value? Because you see the whole price up front. Yeah, so you can see the Shadow Company bundle is $1,680. So you know exactly how much that's going to be. You will pay that, and you will get everything inside this bundle. It will all be yours. There's no like luck of the draw, and there's nothing like the crates. And you can see that the price, of course, is far lower than in the draw, where you end up spending £75 or, you know, $99 for everything that's in the draw. And one that caught my eye, and this is why I'm doing the video really, is the Guerilla Soldier Bundle 2. And here it is, it's Outrider, who you'll all be very familiar with. And she's in this absolutely fantastic jungle uniform. Now, I know it may not look that glamorous, although I think it has a certain style to it, to be fair, and obviously a lot of good details got into it. But if you look at this, the Outrider jungle uniform, could you imagine this if they were laying in the grass in Battle Royale? They'd be hard to see, wouldn't they? They've got a bit of yellow spots, some yellow sort of on them, and they've got, you know, they would have probably the red lapels that they put on enemy players. But generally speaking, if she was hiding in the grass, I mean, you know, camping out, she'd be very difficult to see. And the only sort of comparative player to this really is Grinch. Now, there was the Grinch Christmas edition, which isn't particularly helpful because it's got lights all over it, fairy lights. And there's the original Grinch one, which is a ghillie suit, and that is proper camo. But again, to get that, you're looking at doing the whole draw probably, which would be sort of £75 to £100. So that's an expensive option. Whereas the Outrider Jungle is 290 CP. I mean, that's about £4 or $5, something in that range. I mean, it's very, very little, or it's very, very cheap. And of course, you get some other camos as well that you might like. You get this nice reef for the frame. Nice sort of camo Arctic 50, the M11 and the M16. But I mean, personally, I wouldn't be buying it necessarily for the gun camos, but I would certainly buy, in fact, I am going to buy Outrider Jungle, because I think for 290 CP, that's a bargain. If I want to hide in long grass, I'd be wearing this camo. That's the truth of it. So here we go, we're going to buy her. Job done. Okay, so she's all ours. We're going to try her out now in Battle Royale, just to see how good she looks. So I'm going to go to my loadout, and I'm going to find her in my loadout. That's the Lurch one, by the way, that you can see. I've unlocked Lurch. I'm sure a lot of you have as well from playing the game. But he's a bit jazzy for lying in the long grass. So here's the Grinch. This is the one that I was telling you about. Now look, I mean, look, that is a fantastic camo. You can imagine him laying in the grass. You can imagine him laying in the grass sniping. I mean, it's just absolutely fantastic. But he was a whole draw. So you might have to pay £75 or 99 US dollars for him. Whereas, if we find Outrider, here it is, Outrider. And let's find the new one, Jungle. Here she is. I won't put any backpack on her, I'll just leave her exactly as she is. She can lie in the grass, and she's going to cost you £4 or $5, something like that, whatever it is in your region, of course. So I think she's a very special buy. So she's the one, and I'm going to change a weapon camo as well, because I got some new weapon camos, didn't I? So let's find a sniper. I think it was the Arctic 50. So at the moment you see I've got an epic camo on it. Oh, this is a really cool one, I like it. See how it all moves with the COD Mobile stuff? It's called the Sprite Ops. But anyway, I'm going to change it to... Can you remember what colour it was? Let's have a look. Should be in the rare ones. Normally they're marked up as new, but uncommon. There it is, Jungle Terrain. This is it. So we're going to put on the new camo I've just got for this gun as well. And if I find an Arctic, I'm going to lay down and I'm going to use her in Battle Royale. So anyway, so we're going to have a quick game of Battle Royale now, and we're going to try and hide in the grass and see exactly what that looks like. Here we go. So as a general principle, I think it's worth talking about the fact that there are different types of player in COD Mobile. There are people that play completely for free, and there are people that decide to spend money on items, and they're both, of course, legitimate ways to play the game. Let's just try this grass out. Wow, isn't that fantastic? I mean, look, people talk about pay to win, but if you want a very low budget version of pay to win, can you get anything better than this? I mean, you can barely see it, right? I mean, that's got to be the cheapest version of pay to win that I've seen. As I mentioned, the other, I mean, this is, you know, probably about £4 for the entire bundle, mind you. You get everything in the bundle for about £4 or $5. Whereas that ghillie suit for the Grinch would cost you 75 to 100 if you did the whole draw. I mean, it's just fantastic, isn't it? Look how she is in this long grass already. I mean, there's a very chance you could walk by her, look. You can walk by her if you're a player, not know she's there. She could jump up and kill you. So I think it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to... It's already been quite a long video because we've gone through all the explanations, so I'm not going to bore you for too long, but what I might try and do is get a gun jump in some grass, lie around for a bit, and see if we can get a kill. So I think that would illustrate the point. But obviously the... Okay, let's look for some grass. Where can we go? Let's go to a state. I like a state. Yeah, the reason I'm choosing a state is because often there's a bit of grassy area around there, so maybe we can pick up this gun and go lay down and see how we do. But yeah, I was talking about the different types of players, and it's absolutely fine not to spend a single penny on COD Mobile. And in fact, look, if you're happy and you can go through the game without spending anything, then I think that's fantastic. And what it does, it really does broaden the COD Mobile community, because you don't want it to be dominated by people that pay to win, for example. And I think COD Mobile has actually done quite a good job at limiting the pay to win options. I mean, there are some items where, of course, we might feel that people have gained an advantage from buying things, and one of those things might be the AK-47 Frostband, because that comes with a sight already in it, so you can add an extra item to it and therefore get a better gun. And that Frostband was only available in a crate, which of course I think is one of the more controversial parts of COD Mobile, because your chances of getting it are quite low unless you sort of invest a serious amount of money and keep trying to win things, and you end up with a lot of things you probably don't even want. But there's some grass. Maybe we can just lay down here. I mean, that is fantastic. Look at that. They wouldn't even know you're there, would they? I mean, this is great. I think, I'm so tempted just to lie in the grass until a player comes by. I mean, you can't see her at all, can you? She is completely covered. I mean, can you imagine if this was the final circle? They never see you, and then you could just jump up, bang, and shoot them. I'm very, very pleased with this. I mean, so for me, this is actually a play-to-win operator skin, for me, I would say. And I think the chances of me using her are greatly increased. I mean, look at that. It's just fantastic, isn't it? Look, she is completely hidden because she's in that green camo. I mean, that is astounding. I can't tell you how happy I am with that. I mean, I think for the purposes of video, it's going to be a bit of a shame, because I'd have to probably lay in the grass for a long time. You'd get quite bored waiting. But I think I'm going to do it. And what I do is I'm going to pause you so you don't have to suffer me laying in the grass doing nothing. And then when I think I hear a player coming, I'll unpause you. I mean, obviously, if you like getting lots of kills, this isn't the one for you. But if you love surprising people, I mean, look. I mean, that is fantastic, isn't it? She has almost completely disappeared. Okay, so I'm going to pause you now, and then hopefully when I unpause you, I'll be jumping up to kill a player.
Airdrop is coming.
But let's see. Okay, so far there's been no action. I've been laying in this grass. And nobody's come. But here's my teammate. And I think this is funny because he knows I'm here. And he's trying to find me. But he can't see me. So he can't work out where I am. And that's my own teammate. And he's marked on that I'm number 2 and I'm here. Look, he's coming back for another look. You can see the number 4 up in the top right-hand corner. And he's been searching and searching for me. Okay, there's some contact. I can hear contact. Wow, this is a great time. Now he's coming in from behind me. Look, look. Oh, there's... Woo!
Engaging the enemy.
Wow. Now that was great. Now, you need to watch that back. You should watch that back, because what you'll see is that the contact was behind me. Right? So normally, if I was standing up and the contact approached me from behind, they would shoot me. I mean, they would have shot me from all the way over there if I was standing up, and I'd already be dead. Because I was laying down in the long grass with this camo on, he couldn't find me. The player couldn't find me, and he approached me until he was almost right on top of me until he started to shoot me. There's my teammate's looking for me again, and I'm missing. He's going to try and run over me now just to see if he can find me. He can't find me. This is hilarious. I'm over here. coming to look now. Can he find me? He's run past me. I'm over here. That's hilarious. You can't see me at all. Anyway, so obviously what happened with the other player? They approached me from behind and they couldn't find me. And it wasn't right until they were on top of me that they started shooting. And they did shoot first, but then obviously I jumped up and killed them. But yeah, I mean, it was amazing. He couldn't see me until he was right on top of me. And you can just imagine how effective this will be in the final circle. If you can lay in the grass and nobody can see you. Not even your own teammates, which was really funny. Alright guys, well, I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the game, but that's what I wanted to show you. And I think it's been a good introduction to how you buy things on COD Mobile and maybe the benefits and things to be careful of with that. And also what great value a small skin like this can be. I mean, look, she basically disappears. That is fantastic. And as I say, the whole bundle is only £4 maybe, or $5, $6, something like that. And yeah, so really, really great value. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and have a wonderful day. And also, one thing, I haven't mentioned this in other videos because it really annoys me when all the YouTubers say, you know, like it and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. And I guess it is helpful, so if you do like it, please. And if you do enjoy the channel, please do subscribe. I guess it's a nice thing to do. And more importantly, I think maybe share it with other people in the COD Mobile community because, you know, the sorts of things I hope that this is helpful and people can learn. But anyway, have a wonderful day. Bye now.